Oh my goodness. Let me tell you, y'all, I'm going to have to tell you real fast that I'm having so much fun. So I got to turn my other Wi-Fi settings off. So much fun having, watching The Big Brother this season. Let me tell you, so for a while I had such anxiety watching it because playing it is very different. It's kind of like having a very traumatic experience on a roller coaster, and then I love reading you guys' comments. It's very distracting. And then like watching other people have the same traumatic experience on roller coasters from afar, and you're like, oh, I can't watch. But now I'm like, oh, yes, I know when that curve's gonna come up. Oh, blind side. Oh, back door. Oh, let's just say I've had a good time watching it this time. Yay! Finally, I feel like after all the hard work, therapies, healing, I am getting better at not being so activated on Big Brother. So I am going to give you guys some spoilers. So here, listen, look at my announcement. I am going to tell you guys what happened tonight, 8/8, Thursday night. Big Brother spoilers, the AI arena, the drama from the veto. I'm gonna talk about it. So, somebody said, and then, oh no, I'm not married anymore. Hey, my mom was on here. Hi, mama. I love you. I just was in Texas visiting my mama, and my friend Donnie's gonna hop on here, and we're gonna chat about it. We were actually just like FaceTiming. We were FaceTiming while we were watching the show. It made me laugh a lot. I'm in a hotel room, guys. I'm traveling, and they need to show the HOH competitions. Yeah, but sometimes they do show those. I mean, I'm not going to get into details, but man, I think that I just have I'm reading you guys' messages. Okay. If you don't want to know what happened, I'm gonna tell you, so don't listen. Put it on mute. Y'all, somebody said worst season ever. Maybe this is the first season that I'm really invested in. You can't hear me? Oh no. Let me see. Is that better, guys? Can you hear me now? Give me a big heart or a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, cool. I think yeah. Tucker's made for Big Brother. That mother Tucker. Okay, you guys can hear me now. I love it. I wanted to say, so Donnie's gonna come on in a minute. I thought before the show, as I was watching a lot of this, I thought Tucker was running so well. And listen, he's gonna do well. I don't think that this episode or this event blew his game up. I just think that that really, like, it kind of obviously made him a little bit of a target depending on who gets HOH. But I gotta love the Big Brother confetti, just like, here we are, let's play, let's play. And I love people. He's playing it like what you want to see, like a perfect viewer way. Oh, Angela's taking a back seat. She's like, yo, let Tucker have that front row, and I'm gonna slide. Have you noticed every episode she's getting quieter and quieter? I said, yo, Tucker, like mother like a Tucker, or wait, did I say that mother Tucker?
Mother Tucker.
I haven't given any details, but I'm just talking about how basically OG Rebels. Yo, what's up? I saw one of my OG Rebels. I love you guys. Launching a new fitness program soon. Mama's coming back. I gotta come back to show. So I was just saying to everybody about how I really enjoyed what Tucker was doing prior. He was just like running a really good game.
Yeah.
He had a lot of influence without having to be so. You don't have to like Tucker, but he is playing a good game. He had a lot of influence and then what we talked about,
He just went a little too far, a little too much, got a little too arrogant, a little too loud. But did he? Did he? He got to flesh out one of the powers.
Yeah, but you know what? Tucker was really playing with fire. Like you're sitting on the block, you have the veto in your hand. You literally say, I'm going to use the veto on someone else so that y'all can get the competitors out. He's the biggest competitor in the house. Then he goes and wins another competition. I mean,
Yeah,
look,
I don't know how many times. I know he's won at least 3 competitions, maybe 4.
and I
But so I want to
hasn't
say
he had
about,
two AI arena wins?
well, then that would be 4 total, maybe 5.
I don't know. The guy's a beast, but like I feel like in the immortal words of Han Solo in Star Wars, like don't get cocky, kid. You know, like he's right on the precipice of blowing up his shit with
I
ego.
I know, but that's what we're here for. That's what I want to see. Like I'll tell you guys, everybody listening right now, I regret not going like Christmas, motherfucking Christmas, or Christmas crazy, like, and just terrorizing the house. There were so many opportunities, and I was like, here's why I didn't do it. No, let me keep my quiet. No, let me play the smart long game. No, let me this. No, man, I should have just been like, I'm here to give you the Christmas confetti, and I'm going to rip covers off. I'm going to jump on your beds. I'm going to put mayonnaise in your shampoo. Like that's what I wish I would have done now, because that's the fun stuff that makes good fun TV to watch. Because like, listen, I don't care what you say. There's nobody on my on both of my seasons that I have ill will against, right? We may not talk, we may never see eye to eye on a lot of things, but they're also in that experience with you. We're not like, I mean, I like watching Tucker kind of lose his mind a little bit. Is this the smartest thing? I don't know,
Hold
but it's
on.
fun to
There's
watch.
I gotta call you on this. There's nobody on either one of your BB seasons that you don't like? Nobody?
That I would wish ill will towards.
Well, that's different. I mean, we're not
That is
trying to voodoo
different.
curse anybody.
I mean, listen,
Okay.
don't have to like you to have respect that we were in the same trenches together.
So here's the thing, though. I get what you're saying. If you were there now, you'd kind of want to be like Tucker and go in and go scorched earth and just fucking burn the world and let it all fall into place. Here's the wrinkle, though. He may have his alliances within the house, and he may have the people that are like, I want to align with Tucker because this guy's just blazing a trail right to the end of the game.
And batshit
But
crazy.
there's another wrinkle that we're seeing, right? And that's the audience's influence. If they continue to give audience power on certain big decisions, I know there's a lot of people in the audience that don't like Tucker. They think he's too much. You know, he's too over the top. I dig him. You dig him.
Read him flexing his muscles is a bit much, as you were like, it's too much. It's too much.
I know the crab pose, right? He went with the double crab.
He
It's
looks
a
so
lot.
crazy tonight.
And,
He
and the
looks so
and the
crazy.
eyeliner and the hair,
The
like
hair
bro.
did it for me. I was like, listen, here's where what you don't know, my dear friend Donnie. I agree with you, but what you don't know is that like that is a insane alliance. What is wrong with my words today? Like an insane asylum.
Oh yeah,
If you go insane, you come out batshit crazy, and you'll see it, and you can watch every season. By week 3, people start cracking.
100%.
There was one day in season 19 that within 2 days, it was day 14 and 15 or 15 and 16, something like that. Within 2 days, everybody was crying their eyes out. And they're like, I don't know why I'm crying. I'm just crying. Like, because you just have an emotional freaking breakdown. And you get paranoid. I mean, we've seen it happen already in this season multiple times. And not only paranoid, but sometimes you get overconfident. I mean, he keeps winning. So he doesn't necessarily have to have everybody on his alliance right now. He can work out of fear and work out of dominance, which is also we've seen that happen before too, until people like you work out of winning so many comps, and then suddenly like, okay, you kind of remove the target, and now you're in alignment with other people's or in an asylum. Yeah. you are in an asylum.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the thing that you're describing too is that's where the court of public opinion really comes to the forefront with the Big Brother audience, right? Because you know this from all the times, the years I've been doing my radio shows, my podcasts, when I have Big Brother alumni come and join me on the show, I'll have audience members that'll come to me and be like, I hate Christmas. She's a bitch. And it's like, do you know Christmas? Because she's actually one of the nicest people I know. I saw the show. She's a bitch. And it's like, well, no, actually, she's not. She might be competitive as fuck, and she might want to take everyone out in her path. But like, people forget that like these people are in this weird incubator of like crazy, right? It's
Chaos.
this weird incubator of anxiety. You
Yeah.
enter a room and you think everyone's talking about you. Like, I would lose my shit. I would not last 6 minutes.
Talked about this. It really, it's like, it's all those social anxieties rolled up into a beautiful show, and they put a bow on it and say, look, this is what you want to do, right? I mean, I have to say that I'm highly disappointed. I actually like Kenny's personality,
Mm.
and I thought initially, because of his undercover detective work, I didn't think he was going to be the next Derek, but I did think that he was going to do well. But then when I started seeing how he was like cracking with certain people, I'm like, he's not going to be able to maintain the persona. That's why Derek did so well. He never cracked
At all.
You never
Not
knew
even.
he was something different than what he walked in being, and the ability to do that. I'm gonna have to tell you that that dude has been in some deep undercover shit
Yeah.
that I don't even want to know about, to be able to hold that character consistently 24/7 for 3 months.
Derek
Like, that's
Derek didn't even crack to Cody, to his boy. When they
I
did the
know.
reveal on that finale night, Cody was more shocked that, like, you're my boy. You didn't tell me.
Yeah, people think that you're gonna. Yeah, it is a trust game, but you got to trust yourself the most. And if you have the most vulnerable, like whatever that may be, you cannot crack. And so that's why, like, when you see people always trying to like come in with the big accents, doing something, like, they get called out and they get pushed, they get run out of the house.
It tripped me out when Julie asked Kenny tonight, when Julie said, why did you start revealing to people that you're an actual police officer? He's like, well, Julie, I didn't like lying to people. You didn't like lying to people. You're the worst undercover cop I've ever heard of. That's the gig.
Let's put your training wheels back on, because you're not ready for Big Brother.
Bro, he's not ready to be an undercover cop. Never mind Big Brother. Like, get a job at Dairy Queen, bro.
Well, I mean, he honestly, I think that here's the thing, is you do a lot of things subconsciously that you have no idea why you do them in the moment, and you're sabotaging. Like, he's like, get me out. And we were talking about this earlier, that we had one girl self evict, and listen, I told you earlier, I was like, I felt for Cody having to put up half the house during his HOH. That was the most twisted HOH reign for the first one at the start of a season ever. But like, you can't, it's weird, because when you're in there, you miss home, you miss so much in a different way. And I can compare it to very similar, missing, being out of your element, being in a completely foreign place, and then also having to like not trust a lot of things around you, and then completely trusting certain people. It's like your first deployment of a soldier. Like, if you have never, for those, and I'm not trying to say that Big Brother is like being deployed as a soldier. I'm saying that there are some parallel experiences that you just, and by the way, y'all, before y'all start hating, I did have 4 years in Iraq during a war zone, active war zone, 2004 to 2008. So I know what it's like to dodge some mortars and bombs and IEDs and drive-bys. That's not
Thank you for your service.
Okay. I wasn't a soldier.
I
was
know.
a support.
I know. But you were still there. You were still there.
What's funny is that I had a harder time coping with being inside the Big Brother house than I did going to Iraq for the first time in an active war zone. So I don't know, it's pretty wild. And I get upset when people get, like, when people aren't willing to fully play the game, whether it's a smart, quiet, chill game or a Tucker mother Tucker. That's what I'm going to call him for the rest of the time. I like him. I like his personality.
You like him too.
But play the game.
I wanna ask you though, what do you think? Because like I feel like when I look on social media, this cast as a whole is getting roasted. Like there's people going, worst cast ever. Now they say this every year. The fans say this every year. Worst cast ever. But like as a whole, I
yeah.
I actually like most of the cast. I just feel like there's 3 or 4 people that don't know that they're playing yet.
I actually like a lot of the cast too, and
Yeah, me too.
as Big Brother does, it's like a tide. Like some people will come to the surface and then slide back, and it's just like these small waves, and not one person can be completely dominant the entire time. They get rid of them, but I don't know, because I have a harder time comparing because I know the history, and then I also know like I really like the personalities in this cast. I like the people. I like the background. I think they really did a good job with the characters. Because I mean, look, it's week 3, and we're like, they got some crazy stuff happening. And it's not just like, not everybody's. Yeah, now they're starting to vote with the House. You've seen the House get split.
Okay,
And
and you know what? I
I
hear that.
like Tucker for being that wild one, though.
But I hear that complaint a lot from fans. I don't like how they all vote with the House. Have your own game. Okay, but if you were in there and you're hearing whispers like, hey, we're all voting out Kenny, and you don't, guess what the conversation is for the next 3-4 days when no one has shit to do? Who was it that voted to keep Kenny? Fuck you. You're not one of us. You're going out.
It's a fine line between rebelling and
Right.
making a stand, and like just being complacent until you can make your own move. And like when you make a move, you make it big, right? So I it's kind of like, you don't want to rock the boat, because they'll figure out that it's you. People are like,
yes, every
time they figure. I mean, I threw the vote for Cody. Remember, I was in the hospital, and they were like, I got back, and I thought for sure nobody would ever suspect that. My little naive brain, they were like, you did it. I was like, how did you know? How did you know? It's because like there's this authentic, I don't know if it's just the way that it's designed in there, that when somebody's lying, and it's hard to lie in there and be believable, because you have to keep the lie, and there's nowhere to disperse the attention that you get from it when you do have to lie.
100%.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like your
and
body.
I mean,
working with some of the guys that I worked with in Iraq, they taught me some, and I didn't apply it all the time. Listen, I've picked some poor people in my life, but
you
another conversation. But you do read some body languages, and you're like, okay, you can only hide so many natural responses to lying and deceiving, and then to do it perpetually until like that's why we have to go through like 5 psych tests before we get on the show.
I want to respond to what someone in the chat just said. I think it was Ramona. She said, yeah, but that's not how it was on older seasons of Big Brother. They didn't all vote with the House. Right.
They were figuring it out.
And then they watched and figured it out. If you're the one that doesn't vote with the House, your ass usually ends up on the block next week.
Yeah.
So like, you got to protect yourself.
Not an obvious target, especially if there's not an obvious target, because now they're like, well, I mean, how many times did people put up other people be like, we just didn't talk game. I like them, God. But we didn't talk game.
If I was in that house and I managed to survive the first eviction, which I would not, but if I did and I had a vote, I'd be like, who y'all voting for? Oh, my best friend? See ya, best friend. Like, I don't give a fuck.
But they've only been your best friend for a week.
Right. Bye, best friend. I'll hug you later.
Oh my gosh. I have to tell you that I really like Quinn too. And I'm sad that Tucker blew his stuff up so much, because I thought he was playing an excellent game. Like he was in a lot of pockets. I love that he was like, I'm in too many alliances, but somebody's got to go so I'm about to blow my own stuff up. I like the way he plays. I also like the quirkiness. I don't know. There's something that I really like.
I love his personality.
Yeah.
The thing about Quinn, though, that I think is going to hurt him is he talks too much. He doesn't know how to shut the hell up. So that's how he got in this problem in the first place, where he starts blabbing about the secret power that he has. He outed the Pentagon Alliance to someone yesterday that's not in the alliance. This dude can't keep his mouth shut. And I get it. You're stuck in there. You're bored. You're losing your shit. You have information. You think if you give it out, it's going to put you in a better position. But all it does is put a goddamn target on your back. And I feel for the kid because he's likable, but he needs to zip the lip and shut the hell up.
I know, but that's what happens. It's like you kind of feel like you're in there and you're talking, and then suddenly it's kind of like right now we don't know who's watching, and then we're like, oh, but did you hear so and so? I'm like, you just naturally drop your guard, and then sometimes it's intentional. But really, in my experience, I think most of the times it's like you just want to have a connection with somebody else because you're getting kind of paranoid about these other outliers, and then you're just like, okay, well, if I tell you this, can I bring you in? But you promise not to tell. How many times have we heard, I won't tell?
Yeah. It's
and they scurry across.
By the way, someone commented in the chat, I want to see Christmas on Big Brother Reindeer Games. I'm telling you right now, Christmas will be on Big Brother Reindeer Games, and she's going to win that shit. I'm just telling you right now. Right now. Okay?
I would love to be the best little mischievous elf ever.
Yeah, don't be too mischievous. I'm putting money on you to win, girl. Like, calm your shit. Don't go in there scorched earth.
Oh, man. I will. I love it. Listen, they're going to expect me to play one way, and I won't play that way again. I love it. The challenge does need to come back. You know what I'd actually really
What if you did this? Hold on. What if you did this? No one's ever done this strategy. And Reindeer Games is a smaller cast, right?
It's
what
much
if you
smaller and much shorter, so that's
shorter period of time. What if you went in and just started a showmance with every single person? What a strategy!
Well, they would have to call Elena back because she's my next showman.
Okay, whatever. But I'm just saying, it's like when Dr. Will and Boogie went up to everyone like, "You're in Chilltown, like you're my boo, baby."
I got a Christmas stocking for you.
I love that so much. That's the strategy. You're the only one that would pull that off. You're the only one that would even attempt it.
Oh man, I'm telling you what, I pray they do call me because I love playing this game, and two, like, it's just, oh my gosh, yes, please, Janelle, I love you, baby girl, I love you.
She's a queen.
She is the queen. BB queen. I love her, and
are you friends with Janelle?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you were friends with Janelle.
Yeah.
Like not just like acquaintances, but like your friends.
I mean, we shared the trenches of Big Brother together.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, but yeah, we message, like when she comes in town, we see each other. I would like to see more of her, but she's, running around and I'm running around. She's doing really amazing things. I love watching. I mean, we follow each other. I mean, like, it's kind of like, it's like everybody else, right? You kind of follow them on social media, and then you call or you text and you say, hey. But I've had a lot going on in the last few months, so. But
okay, but now you and I,
her house in the islands. So.
But now you and I have beef. Okay, you and I now have beef and I'm voting you out of the house because you're friends with Janelle all this time and you haven't introduced me. So,
tuck your motherfucking finger.
I want to meet the queen.
I get first pick.
Okay. What's going on with the balloons?
I don't know. I cussed and it gave me balloons.
I want balloons. What the hell's going on?
I don't know. I like maybe the peace sign.
I don't know. If anyone in the chat knows how we got balloons, tell me. I want more balloons. Somebody take a screenshot of this and send it to me.
I actually no, like I always said, no, I'd never do it again. I mean, not really, but I love playing Big Brother, and I would love to do the reindeer game.
Sorry.
Really...
I just saw the comment. Do you still have a broken foot? Bro, that was like 5-6 years ago. Whatever.
7 years ago.
7 years.
7 years
Yeah.
ago.
Is it still broken?
Watch your laughing because I still limp sometimes. Like, it still
You're
hurts.
fine. You're fine. You're a soldier.
Gosh. You have just ruined our alliance.
You're fine. You're the toughest chick ever. You're fine.
It still hurts me. I severed that thing and broken. Oh, I was going to show you a picture, but I can't show you one right now.
No. You'll just cut that thing off and replace it with some hydraulics. You'll be fine. You're fine.
I want a spring. I always joked about having a spring toe because my second toe is a little bit longer than my first big toe.
Ugh.
And so I said that it helps me run faster.
Is that true?
I mean, is it true that I have a second toe that's longer than the first? Yeah.
No, is it true that it gives you an athletic advantage? I don't believe that.
You don't know. Am I lying?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm totally lying. I don't know. I always just joked about it. Somebody said that one time, and I was like, "Oh, that's a funny thing to say."
Yeah.
Katie Cakes, thank you, Katie Cakes. She said you really don't get enough credit for staying in the house after that, y'all. That was so hard, even to get it into a shower. So, like I had to take my walker. I had to move a chair, take my walker. Getting in and out of the shower was actually more dangerous than doing the competitions.
Wasn't someone helping you in and out?
No.
Oh.
Nobody helped me for shit in there. Like I had to do everything myself.
You didn't have
I did
Elena carry you into the shower?
No.
I'm gonna have words with her.
I have to, yeah, you should call her and tell her that she needs to make up.
That's some bullshit. You guys did a great job in the podcast, host and co-host. Thank you. I think he's talking about Christmas was my guest co-host on the Godfathers of Podcasting a couple weeks ago, and we had the meatball. We had Josh Martinez sitting in with us, and that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he's off doing something else right now. He's doing amazing.
I love that guy.
People are being so nice about that. Yeah. So it does still hurt a lot sometimes, pretty frequently, every day. But
yeah, but you're tough as shit.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't want to be tough. We talk about this. Like,
I know.
Just because I'm strong and I'm tough doesn't mean that I want to be all the time. Like, let me turn it off sometimes.
I'm the wimp in this dynamic, not you. I'm the one that's going to complain about all the pain I'm in, not you.
Yeah, and I'm going to look at you and go, I'm going to have what is it?
Suck it up, big boy.
Oh, wait. Dolores Claiborne from Misery.
Oh, my God. That's a pull. Good for you. Holy shit. That's a pull.
That's kind of what I felt like in the Big Brother house. Yeah.
Do you think if you and Josh was on another season together, you'd be in an alliance? They're like best friends. What do you think?
Oh, no, I get him out so fast. He's gone. He's gone. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get in trouble for doing a throat cut thing. He's gone. No more. I don't care. Listen, y'all, I have aggressive hand gestures. It's just the way that I am.
Yeah. Just violent.
I mean, obviously, I love him, but I would throw him under the bus to win.
Well, yeah, if it came down to the end, but you're not getting him out in week 1.
No, I have to foster that.
Right.
I have to make him feel guilty for not choosing me to take me to final 2.
He's also, as much as I love Josh, because of his big personality, he's a great shield. Like, he's going to attract way more hate and attention than you will.
But he's
a great shield.
He's doing awesome with the challenge.
I know. He's so great.
I know. I love him. And, like, people that hate him, I get it. They just know him through the show.
Yeah.
Cool. But also remember that is a slither of very intense feelings and your personality colliding for a while.
Corey in the chat just wrote something that I've seen a lot. Angela's the biggest bully. I want to qualify this. First of all, does anyone know? Because I can't remember. What part of the country does Angela live in?
Like Midwest. Oh, I think Salt Lake.
Salt Lake. Okay. And she's a little bit older, right? I think she's like an older Gen Xer, maybe.
Yeah.
She comes from a generation, guys, where nobody would call that bullying. Like, she's fucking with people, she's lashing out when she feels nervous. And is it polite? No. Is it douchey? Yeah. But bullying? I mean, I get it. By today's standards, you comment on someone's appearance, you make comments like that, you look like a dick. I don't know that
It's not
Angela
that she
qualifies
didn't
as
do
a
it.
bully.
My position is that she didn't do it just once and then catch herself and then just say, "Hey, look, that was wrong. I was out." It wasn't like I'm out of line once. She
Because I
continued
think there's
to
a
do
level
it.
of I think there's
She
a level of
continued it.
ignorance. I don't
But
think she
I
realizes
don't care
that
how
it's
ignorant
coming out that
you
way.
are. Doing something that you know is upsetting somebody intentionally with malice in the intention is bullying.
But that's the part I question. Does she realize
She was
how
doing
it's
it to
coming
upset Lisa.
across?
She knew that she was making fun of her and that Lisa was getting upset, and she continued to do it.
I think she's a bitch. I don't necessarily think she's a bully.
I don't think she's like what you're thinking of as like a traditional, like, I'm just gonna go smack around. But I
Yeah,
think that she was bullying her.
I guess. I'm not going to die on that hill defending Angela. Who gives a shit? But at the same time,
I mean,
I think people throw words like that around a lot, right? Like, oh, she's a bully. She's a racist. She's this, she's that. Like, we jump to these labels really fast, especially on this show. And I'm just kind of like, pump the brakes a little bit. Like, I think she's
yeah,
losing her mind a little bit being in
seriously.
the house. But do you think Mackenzie is a good player? I don't know. I have no idea.
I mean, she's falling short every time.
I think she's falling into a problem where it looks like she's kind of imploring the strategy that I just asked Christmas to use, where she's seemingly leading on two different boys and having showmances with two different boys, and they're both following her around like lost puppy dogs. At some point, one or both of them is going to turn on her hard. Because she's doing it all out in the open. She's flirting with both of them.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
talking about Mackenzie?
Yeah,
Matt
she's flirting with Quinn.
Showmans?
Yeah, because wait, is it Mackenzie
You're
or wait?
No,
Who am I thinking of?
you're not thinking. Mackenzie and Matt were. Mackenzie's a 6-foot volleyball player.
Is it this one?
No, that's who you're thinking of. The Miami. I can't remember her name right now.
Yeah. Is she the one that's crushing with Quinn?
Yeah.
And that dude?
And Tucker.
All right, my bad. My bad, y'all. Mackenzie's dope.
Mackenzie, I think has. Well, this is why. Okay, let's make sure we're talking about the same person. So I think Mackenzie's a good player. She's just. I think she's kind of has a bigger target on her back than what she's demonstrated on playing. She hasn't really played. But she had to, right? And she and Matt were kind of a showmance. Why can't I remember the other girl's name? Leah. You're talking about Leah.
I'm talking about.
So yes, this is going to backfire on Leah because she's crushing on Tucker, and then Quinn is crushing on her.
And the other dude, the football player, he's in love with her too.
Yeah, he's in love with her too. Yeah.
This is gonna blow up. This is gonna get ugly.
I'm here for it. Give me the popcorn. I want some white cheddar on that.
Yeah, I'm down.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm sure that Kenny right now, he's not with his family yet. He's getting debriefed. Kenny, glad to see you go home.
I don't know, man. I think he had potential, but he just shot himself in the foot.
I know. I get, listen, I don't care how old your kids are, maybe, well, except for maybe they're older and out of the house, you're gonna miss them tremendously. And I mean, my son was really young when I went, and I cried every single night, and I prayed every single night. But that's what you signed up for. So, but this is his burden to bear too, looking back at, and when you're out, you're like, oh my God, I want to go back in.
My son always asks me, he's like, when are you going to go on Big Brother? I'm like, would you want me to be gone for 3 months? He's like, well, no. I'm like, well, then I'm not going.
It's like, but, it's okay.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I have.
All right. Well, I thought this was fun tonight. I'm really enjoying the episodes, and like, how funny was it that Tucker got so mad?
No.
So mad.
The Tucker Cedric battle is going to be fun to see play out.
Yeah, and like, I think Cedric is super sweet. Like, I like him. I really like him as a player. I think that he was really just trying not to shake things up. And listen, when you're in that situation, you really don't want to. Like, you just want it to be kind of quiet and cool. But I feel bad because, like, he had such a plan for like a cool, smooth HOH, and he just wanted to lay low, and
I know
it did not. It backfired in his face so bad.
He's a sweet kid. I mean, I feel like he's just a little puppy. Like, every time I look at him, he looks like a child to me. He's so young. I don't know how old he really is, but he looks like a child. I just want to hug him and be like, "Oh, Cedric, you poor boy." I feel so sorry for the shitstorm coming your way.
I know. He's like, every time he talks, he's like bright-eyed, just like so sweet. I want to hug him and be like, "Oh my gosh, this house is gonna eat you alive, baby boy." I don't know, man. I'm not like reserving that he's not going to be able to figure it out and like get it done.
He could be the new Josh.
Cedric?
He could be.
No, the new Josh would definitely be Tucker.
No, Tucker
or Angela. No, because Josh lost his freaking mind in the beginning.
Yeah, but Tucker's a comp beast. Tucker's a comp beast.
Yeah, well, Josh is now. Okay. But let me tell you.
Not then.
Night one, Josh tried to climb out of the studio. Like, he tried to climb a wall. And the production was like, stop. Like, you're not, like, he tried to break out of Big Brother night one. I felt much more Angela vibes for Josh initially. And listen, he loves me. He knows I can talk like this. He's not going to be upset. This isn't me talking smack about Josh. This is just me like reminiscing on the moment he was in the time that he was in that moment briefly, right? I mean, but he was like, everybody was paranoid. He was paranoid of everybody. I was like, nobody's talking about you. As long as you just shut your mouth and be quiet and stay in your room, you're fine. But then he would blow up, like you'd freak out. And that was, so I feel like Angela's not going to be able to handle it. She's going to blow back up.
I don't think Angela makes it to jury. I'm pretty confident in that. She won't make it to jury.
I don't know.
But
she might shut her mouth and like, what is that? The Simpson Homer thing?
Fade into the bushes. I don't know, though. I just think there's not a world that she makes it to jury. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to make a hot take prediction. You can call me on it in a few weeks. I don't think Tucker makes it to jury. I think Tucker could potentially win the whole thing. But I think by now, after week 3, I think everyone knows that. I think everyone knows he can win the whole damn thing. He's a great competitor. And that's why I think, like, we don't know how much longer this AI arena twist is going to last. We don't know how much longer this 3-nom thing is going to last. I think once
they're going to get rid of that soon.
Yeah.
It's going to get nasty in a minute. I want to see more. So with Tucker, for this one, is his downfall really is his arrogance.
Oh.
And what's funny is that sometimes, like, the people like Angela, they get to go far because
I know
now other people are making a mess in the house.
just don't see anyone else other than Tucker becoming so big that they take all the heat away from Angela. You know, like Tucker's deflected her heat for now. But I think what's going to happen is people are looking at Tucker and they're going, this guy's a machine. He can win everything.
Which is why
we could put him
they
on the
keep Angela, because she can't.
right. But I think they're going to look at Tucker and be like, we could put him on the block every week and he might win veto every week.
Well,
so
they can just backdoor him.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're going to have to backdoor him, and I think they probably try to do it before they get to the jury. If he makes it to the jury stage of this game, he's winning the whole damn thing. He's winning the whole damn thing. Because at that point, he's just going to turn it into overdrive and win every competition.
Yeah, but if you get backdoor, we don't know what they have planned, but you get backdoored, you don't have the vote, you're gone.
You just keep winning. You just keep winning. You just keep winning.
Sometimes it's like, look.
I don't know, man. I'll be interested to see how it plays out. Is he your pick right now, as of today, as of this minute, to win the whole damn thing?
No, Quinn was my pick, and then this week they blew him up.
So he no longer is.
I don't know. I have to reassess.
Who's my pick to win this whole damn thing?
I still think Quinn is really good. I think that he's going to be able to get himself out of there. I think that he's like, you know, I think he's saving his power to be able to flip, like to protect his team if need be. You know, like he has to use it next week or it's gone.
Yeah.
So
I feel like there's like 6 or 7 people in the house that I just have no opinion of in terms of what are they bringing to the table. I have no idea.
Was her name with the last HOH? She's smart. You're gonna want to watch her.
Her in pink. I forget her name.
Not Takor, which I like Takor. Yes.
What's her name again?
I can't remember right now. Somebody tell us her name.
I can't remember her name.
She's smart.
She is smart.
She plays well. She's got a great social game.
Chelsea.
Yeah. So I watch Chelsea. She's gonna keep it low key. She had a great HOH and really somebody said Brooklyn. I think you were like, does she even play?
I don't know. Like, I'm curious to know the person that said Team Brooklyn. Like, why do you like Brooklyn? Like, is she a friend of yours? Like, because I haven't seen anything to make me go.
Some people just like their personality. They're not watching them play. But Chelsea's playing a smart game. And considering her background, she knows social work. I love the fact that she was like, I'm going to have to pray for forgiveness after this game because I ain't going in with good intentions.
Right.
And people were like, oh, she's not doing it. I think she's not. I think you were talking about Brooklyn. But yeah, I think Chelsea, I think she's gonna be like a little behind the scenes, moving some people around. I like that.
If Cedric can smarten up, he's my dark horse to win the whole thing as of today.
Listen, I thought that he was Tucker blew that up because Tucker wanted to run, and there's must be some sort of power dynamic there that Tucker felt that he could tell Cedric what to do. And I've seen this before. It's like, yo, bro, this is not your HOH. And just because you think that you have authority over them, you don't. And so they get a little bit more ballsy about their direction or what they're directing the HOH to do. And I think that's what happened is because he didn't see Cedric as like a dominant person and he thought he could dominate him to make that decision.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. So this is going to be one of those weeks because of the eviction we just had, because of the blow up we just had. This is one of those weeks where I'm popping on the internet going, who the hell won HOH? I'm not waiting to Sunday to find out. Like, I need to know who won HOH, like right now.
Yeah, I know. And I don't like that. Like, I feel like there should be one right after, like these two. Because that's the other thing, too, is that during the week, when you're in the house, you have back-to-back days that are like all this stuff is going on. And then you're like, okay, well, they're just coming in and getting commentary from us for a few stale days that we're doing nothing. as they're
Nothing.
building pumps or whatever, and you're just like, you're kind of playing the game, but a lot of it's the in-action stuff is day to, you know, really back to back, and then it's just a lot of downtime.
That's the part that would drive me crazy if I was in that house, is the downtime. I'd be like, can I have my phone? Like, I just want to play a game on my phone. Can I text someone? No, you're not allowed to have your phone. What do you want me to do? Can I have a piece of paper and a pencil and draw some sketches? No, you can't have pencil and paper. That's illegal. What do y'all want me to do? I can only lift a dumbbell so many times. I can only swim so many times. I can only beat Christmas at chess so many times. What else do you want me to do? I'm bored. Oh my God.
You deal with it. You watch the wall. Like, we had a fish tank in 19. I just, like Tucker was doing, you just watch the fish. You it's pretty wild.
My God, my ADHD would just go like, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way.
You'd be surprised. You're capable of great things.
When do people memorize the date? Like, as they go, that's one of the things people do in their downtime, right? Is the studying?
Not initially. A lot of the times they'll just kind of go through it and then like remember certain things, and then they just, because it's a lot of work to remember all that stuff. And so you'll see you can see when people are getting closer because they're doing things with their hands. They're always looking up, and you're like, oh, you're studying. And then you go back and you're like, wait, I should study too.
There's some people
you also have to, like, sometimes you have to know how many, like, we always counted the apples in the bath. We had counted the apples in every room. Because it was like, you don't know what they're going to ask. It's weird. So you're like really kind of driving yourself a little bit crazy, like the beautiful mind. You're like seeing things writing on the walls.
I know. And you know what? I feel like I would just become oblivious to everything. Like, after a while, the house would just like wash over me. People disappearing, it just washes over you. It's like, oh, she's out? Oh, I didn't even know. What day was she evicted on? I don't know. Long time ago, bro. Like, I feel like it would just be a blur. And when they got to those kinds of competition, on what day was Christmas HOH when she evicted Melanie? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Are you crazy? I don't have a clue.
It's wild. You do if you want to win.
Yeah, I agree with Clinton's comment. There's some new comps this year. So you're seeing some really interesting competitions that we've never seen before. I like that, because it used to be that they had the same games every year and just threw a coat of paint on them, but it's the same game. Like, you're still going to get your OTEV and you're still going to get stuff like that, but I agree. It's nice to see different competitions.
Yeah.
Even tonight's episode, Christmas and I are like, you think you could do this one? We're looking at the AI arena. We're like, that's a pain in the ass.
It's annoying. You're like over here trying to catch things, but then Tucker had a great strategy.
He did.
Also, I don't know. Like, I don't think you can see what the other person is doing. You never know the parameters of that competition watching it.
Yeah.
So you don't know if there's, unless like you see it from the camera, but you don't know if they could see the other side. Because a lot of times you'll see people peek and then change their strategy.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Zingbot, I love. Crush their souls, Zingbot. I love it.
Do you remember Zingbot's zing to you?
Yeah.
What was it? I don't remember. I just finished saying I don't remember shit.
Well, he, to Jason's, he was talking about something.
Oh, I remember. He sang a Christmas carol, right?
Yeah.
Was that to
also
Jason?
One of the most legendary ones.
Yeah, but he did that to Jason. Or was it to you?
No, the Christmas carol was to me.
To you.
But to Jason, he busted his balls. Oh yeah, it's called 10 Shattered Bones. To Jason, he busted his balls for being a rodeo clown and breaking my foot.
Oh my God. What about your All-Star season? Did you get zinged?
Yeah, I got zinged. I can't remember what that one. I think it was like, I think it was probably something similar. Something about getting my foot broken.
Oh, well, that's just recycling material, Zingbot.
I
Do
think
better.
Did recycle some materials. I don't remember. I'll have to look it up now. You would think
Did you think Zingbot?
brain
Did you
forever.
think Zingbot was cruel to you? Did you feel bullied by Zingbot?
That's what he does. No. Why would I feel bullied by Zingbot? I don't even feel like I got zinged in that. He talked about all the things that I had in my broken foot, which was true.
Yeah.
10 screws, one, oh yeah, and one sad rodeo clown.
I totally forgot that. I love that so much.
Was the end. That was the end, and one sad rodeo clown.
Someone watching this, please go find that zing on YouTube and send it to me. I will be your BFF.
We'll have to.
I want to watch it as soon as Christmas and I are done with this. Someone send it to me, please.
Oh, somebody said Zingbot was cruel to me. I don't really know how Zingbot's not nice to anybody.
No.
That's what he does.
I think I would go Riz up Zingbot. I would be like, yo, Zingbot, how about you and me get out of here and see if I could get out of the zinging.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, people were saying that he was so mean to me, but maybe I just had a different perspective of Zingbot in the time. Maybe I was just such in pain that whatever Zingbot said to me, it didn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. You're getting a lot of specific questions on here. Like, what was the diary room like?
So if you go into a pantry in your home, put a chair in there, or the little couch that you see, and then put just a video camera right there. That's it. Just you and a video camera looking at you, and then you hear the producers on the other side asking questions, or sometimes they won't ask questions, and you're just like, okay, let's talk about it.
It's funny how there's this narrative on the internet of people that are fully entrenched in this conspiracy theory that the producers are telling everyone what to do and how to play and who to vote and coming up with competitions that are going to benefit someone to keep them around longer. Man, the conspiracy theories around this show are wild.
I will tell you that they craft those competitions
way in advance,
way before anybody's cast, because they have to have all that stuff built. Yeah. And then too, here's the thing: they can't force anybody to do anything, right? Production might have their favorite people,
sure,
or not, just like fans do. Just anybody. But that doesn't mean they cannot. And I will tell you that they have been huge in preserving the integrity of the game, which is no interference from the outside world. I wish there was more highlight on the no phones, no reading, no that exclusion of the outside connection with the outside world. I wish they would go into a little bit more detail, because when I tell people, they're like, there's no way you didn't have a phone. There's no way you didn't have pen and paper. There's no way you didn't have books. I'm like, okay, because you were there.
Right. They think as soon as the live show is done, on Thursday night, okay, guys, here's your phone.
Yeah.
No, it's like prison.
Yeah, it is prison. So I love the dynamics of letting people's natural competitive personality come out in that atmosphere is what production fights to preserve. Now they do ask questions, and whether you take that question as something to think about or something, they ask questions to understand what you're thinking about. It's the same thing as sitting in the HO and say, hey, Donnie, tell me how you feeling tonight. Then they say, oh, okay, so what did you think about that blind side? They ask things that you already know that are obvious to the house. And then once you give them information, then they'll ask you more they'll go down further questions about that. But you have to start the conversation.
My favorite thing is when people are mid-fight or mid-drama in the house. Say you were fighting with someone, and then all of a sudden, Christmas, please come to the diary room. Because they know you're pissed off.
They don't interrupt it.
No, as soon as it's done, I'm saying, when it's done.
After they're done, you walk in there and you're like...
Because they know you're heated. They know you're heated.
About that?
Yeah. What happened out there, Christmas?
Yeah, you're Let me tell you, okay? Let me
I'm
tell
gonna
you.
I'm gonna kill all these people.
You can't say that.
No, I know.
I get in trouble. I am
See,
an expressive person. I know.
this is why I would not last one day. I would be done.
Well,
I'm
you
not.
make you
I'm not
do.
going on the show. I'm not going on the show. I don't want to embarrass myself.
Okay. Okay. Um, let's see. You know, people ask, would I have won the final HOH to take Paul or Josh? If you had won the final, I read that wrong. If I would have won, y'all, that was so long ago.
You would have taken Josh.
I would have taken Josh. We had a final.
Yeah.
And I would have been, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. You would have taken
honestly,
Josh.
like Paul getting that far 2 years in a row, I was like, I wouldn't have risked that for that.
Why would you risk that, right? You feel like you had to have felt
you have to be a wicked good player to get that far twice.
And you have to think, people don't talk about this enough. But when you're deciding who to go, if you have the choice to pick who you sit in the final with, one aspect nobody ever really talks about is, can I out-talk the guy next to me or the girl next to me on finale night when I'm talking to the voters, to the jury? You have to be able to out-talk them and present your case effectively as to why you should win. At the time, Josh wasn't he was so young. He wasn't nearly as eloquent as he is today. So if it was you and Josh, I feel like you would have presented yourself very, very strongly. But that would be my strategy 100%. Like, oh, that person, yeah, they struggle to form a sentence. I want to sit next to them. You know, that would be
it's
great.
like, what did you have to recap what you did, what they didn't do, and really like highlight that authority that you had. Even if you were like, I chose not to because of XYZ, you have to give a reason why you were laying low or coming at you. And really, like you said, make an argument. It's a position of like almost like a legal argument.
Yeah. And I mean, Paul was a damn wordsmith. Like, Paul was slick, man. He was like, Paul had bars. Paul would just like drop lines and he would spin you around and you're like, what'd that little guy just say to me?
Yeah. And do it in a way that was very compelling. Like, he should, and I think we talked about this after the show or something. Like, he could have gone to law, like he could be a lawyer, but he was like, I just don't like manipulating people like that. He cried about it. He would cry. He's like, I like playing Big Brother. He doesn't like watching it, but he was like, to have that ability to manipulate people the way that he can, it broke his heart, which is kind of cool. You have such a skill and you're like, but it's not a good, like, and using it in that way, it's not a good skill. So I thought Ramona that was really, like, I remember that conversation with him very specifically, and I just thought, wow, that's a different like, who he is on Big Brother is not who he is in real life.
Oh, for sure.
By far.
Ramona just called out a great example of what we're talking about, which was last season. Jag and Matt were BFFs, but when it came to the finale, Jag just talked circles around him. And Matt got hit by a truck. Like, he didn't know it was coming, you know? And Jag was like the defense attorney. Like, I've got my case, I've got my facts, exhibit A, Your Honor, exhibit B. And Matt's like, what's happening? I thought we were boys. Knew the assignment
and he came prepared.
100%. 100%. That's how you play. Like, if you're not a well-spoken individual, you got to really work on that finale speech. You know, you got to really prep that.
Well, you have time.
Totally. But too many times, it's just like with the nomination speeches, right? When people are begging for votes, like, stop with the, okay, mom, dad, sister, brother, I love you, blah, blah, blah. Like, This is your time, okay? And I know that a lot of the campaigning has already happened. People have already made up their minds, but Jesus, say something compelling. And then on finale night, that's really your opportunity to sway some votes. And if all you do is go, I really want to win because I played an honest game, bye. Like, you got to sell yourself you got to sell yourself, okay? That's all I'm saying. You got to sell yourself.
I mean, also, you don't want to go that far just to be like, bet.
I didn't come this far just to come this far.
I know. All right. Well,
Are we done with this?
Yeah, I have a day tomorrow, so I gotta go to bed soon.
I was gonna say it's past your bedtime, kiddo.
It is past my bedtime. I know. I don't like to stay awake. I'm getting things in order. Hey, you want to see the cutest thing ever?
Yes. What is it? Oh! Where did you come from?
Here, let me take that off. Come here. His name's Pickle.
Keyhole?
No.
His name's Peehole?
No, his name's Pickles.
Pickles. Okay, I thought you said Peehole.
Mr. Dilly Pickles. He's
Hi,
a real
Pickles.
deal.
Whose puppy is this?
Mine.
Oh, why have you not seen this
Close
puppy?
your eyes. Look. He's working on his tricks. Okay.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
No.
I can do it too.
I'm gonna sit up. When he's wet, he looks like a little possum. Look at this.
That dog should be in a toilet paper commercial, just running through fluffy toilet paper. I'm dying right now.
He's a third size. Like,
all right, we're officially done with this.
he's my little pit.
Should we do this again after another live episode? What do you think?
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right.
Don't look at my face.
If anyone out there is watching and you're wondering who the hell's that annoying guy on the bottom of the screen, I came to see Christmas. I'm Donnie DaSilva from the Godfathers of Podcasting and other assorted shows. You can follow me. You can say what's up. And I don't promise to be entertaining, but I promise to try to be entertaining.
Show up, yeah. Which is
I get paid for the attempt. I don't get paid to be successful. So
boom. Love it. Well, thank you, Donnie. I appreciate it. You guys give him a follow. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit, guys. This was a fun little chat. So yeah, let's do next week. This week's Sunday.
Sunday? Oh, that's too soon.
It's not after a live. All right. I'll
Let's
see
do
you
the live
next
show.
week.
Yeah. Let's do the live show. Otherwise, everyone's like, I already saw the live feeds. I know what's happening.
What is that?
I don't know.
What just happened with your face?
I went Tucker. I went full Tucker.
You went Mother Tucker, didn't you? Oh my gosh. I'm going to make that a thing. He went Mother Tucker.
I went full Tucker. You never go full Tucker, but I went full Tucker for this.
Full Tucker.
Yeah, I went.
And it confused me.
Yeah.
A little scared, highly confused.
Sorry. It's what I do.
But it was now that I know, I can see it.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go put on my eyeliner now.
I'm here for love and support.
I know. You're the best.
All right, you Mother Tucker. I'll see you later.
Bye, friend.
Bye, friend.